Welcome to another episode of This is Unusable. What is that hat?
This is unusable.
Yes, what's that hat you're wearing?
How do you explain a hat? Tell me how would you answer that question? What is that hat?
I would say what style of hat it is, and then I would say what's on it, and I would say where I got it from.
It's this style. It's the style that is this. I don't know, some sort of Outback hat, like some sort of, crikey, I'm going to eat an onion that's blooming in my stomach.
Crikey, I'm going to eat a blooming onion. Oh, that was terrible.
Crike me.
Right, but it looks, okay, so it looks like some sort of outback hat, some kind of hat that you wear in the outback, but it's too small for your head. That's what it looks like.
Size.
It doesn't.
Perfect size.
It doesn't look like the perfect size.
Why not?
I'm just saying it looks a bit small for your head. That's all I'm saying. Oh, that's a weird accent. I'm sorry.
All
right, and what does it say on your hat?
Gold Rush.
Okay, that's already so boring. I regret asking. Gold Rush CBH3.
Yeah, it's a hashing hat. We got it as a gift.
Hashing again being hiking with friends on the weekend, right?
Scavenger hunt for beer.
That's what hashing is?
Some days during the weekdays. Sometimes during the weekends.
During the weekdays and sometimes on the weekends, you do a scavenger hunt, which involves hiking for beer.
I don't know why you keep bringing in hiking.
Well, you've sent me photos where it looks like you're hiking.
Sometimes you're...
Well, that's why I brought up hiking.
Sometimes you're hiking. Most of the times you're pounding pavement, brah.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. All the photos you sent me of hashing have been in the wilderness. So
well, that's when it's more fun.
Okay, so hashing hat that you're wearing, thank you for wearing that. That provides content to an otherwise contentless episode. I don't know what we're going to talk about this week.
Discontent.
Discontent, exactly.
Discontent is bad.
Yo, discontent, it's trash. No, I really don't know what to talk about. I've been sitting here for 8 hours trying to think, what are we going to talk about today? I could think up something and I just didn't. So
can we talk about how you've been sitting there for 8 hours?
I haven't been sitting here for literally 8 hours. I took a nice walk in the evening, blah, blah, blah. So, DOGE is gone. Apparently, in a cost-cutting effort, that's the joke, they decided the Department of Government Efficiency should go.
The fact is, they should have not started because they probably cost more money than they didn't find.
Yeah, it was amazing how they're like, we're going to find waste, fraud, and abuse, and it turns out the most abusive person there is Donald Trump. The most fraudulent, abusive man on the planet right now is Donald Trump. So there's at least your fraud and abuse. As for waste,
it's the government. It is.
Yeah, the government is waste. That is what government does. It's wastes. Except apparently they tried to look for it and they're like, we can't really find any examples of like horrible, egregious waste. They just were like, well, no, all those people in Africa, they don't deserve help. So let's kill them. That'll be less of a waste, I guess. Let's just let them die. It's easy if you don't have to care about other people. Life is so much easier if you have no empathy whatsoever. You can do so much.
Also, the colors are cooler.
The colors of the dark side.
You get black, red, and
they're uglier too, but like that's a good thing. The dark side of the force, they're all ugly and weird looking, and that's all a part of it. It's not about being desirable. It's just about pure power. And Trump is basically a Palpatine-like figure. It just feels like he's going,
Look, Senator Amidala.
Do it. Trump really is like Palpatine. Instead of people going, look at all the horrible things he's doing, they're like, look at the lightning he's shooting out of his fingertips. And people are like, he just killed Mace Windu with...
It does line up, too, because the Palpatine sequel sucked ass. And this Trump sequel sucks ass, too.
He's just a bad time. He's just a bad time. That's all Palpatine is. That's all Trump is. He's a bad time. Trump is a bad time masquerading as a good time. He's a party at first. And then you wake up the next day, like face down in the bed. You do not remember what happened. And there is stuff leaking out of your asshole. That's the Trump experience right there.
Those Trump steaks meat juice is coming out.
Oh no, you're using that as an ice pack on your
clean
butt.
up with a Trump University diploma, and then you walk out of the Trump Tower and look at Atlantic City and be like, oh, America.
Yeah, you write a book about it and then conveniently die shortly before you're supposed to testify or whatever.
Someone's telling me the cameras in a weed shop are better than the cameras that are looking at Jeffrey Epstein, which is wild.
Well, that's the problem with the government is they do not update their infrastructure or their technology because it would cost an enormous amount of money. So I feel like it's just like, they update from stuff from the Stone Age to stuff that was relevant maybe 10 years ago, and that's as good as it's going to get. Except until another 15 years goes by, and then they update to something that was good 10 years ago again for reliability purposes.
It's wild, but, what do you do? Especially in this day and age where, like, cybersecurity is literally the number one thing because they stole all our information.
Oh, yeah, that's right. China did hack us a while ago, and everyone just went, whatever.
Yeah, I think let's just get rid of Social Security numbers.
Get rid of Social Security numbers. That is a hot take. Here on This Is Unusable.
Or at least, get them tattooed on you so that when you go open a bank account, they got to look at your little stamp and we'll scan you.
Yeah, you think we should get numbers tattooed where? On our wrists, on our arms? Is that where you think we should get Social Security numbers tattooed?
Yeah, I don't see any parallels to anything that ever occurred in human history. So
I mean, a barcode would make things efficient. I really should have figured out something for us to talk about ahead of time. You wore a funny hat and everything, and you changed the background of the whatever you're sitting in front of. This is a good look you've got going with that little miniature child's Australian Outback hat and a crikey, a sci-fi moonscape behind you.
Why did you put me into the pouch of a kangaroo?
Daddy, why did you put me in the pouch of a kangaroo? Oh no, it's a giant spider.
Oh no.
Oh no. They say no so weird. We say no. That's like two vowel sounds. O and oo. No. Other English speakers say no. Like in Scotland, they'll just go no. That's one sound. Oh. But Australians, nar. Nar. That is like four vowel sounds. That's O and I and U and A.
North-IRA.
N-A-U-I-O. Nar. Nar. And it ends with an R. Nar. Nar. Nar.
Probably something that they don't want to say that often.
This is one of the truly unusable episodes.
No way. There's so much good stuff. Just quit derailing it. Let's just keep going. We always find something. There's always money in the banana shack, Ben.
There's no money in this so far, though. That's for sure. What do you usually get at the grocery store? It's fucking...
First stop, produce section. Gotta get my bell peppers. Gotta get my apps, my avos, my onions.
I get mini bell peppers. Oh, I love them so much. I put them in salads I make. Oh, man, I just ruined that. Okay, what else do you get at... I ruined a horrible bit. It was fine. It was passable. It was just us saying things, and then I was like, I get this, and that made it worse.
Ben, it's fine. You gotta just push through these things.
Okay, so after produce, what then?
I hit that 50% off section, Ben. I gotta see what's happening. Get a garlic bread that's 50% off. Then it's whatever I clipped out of a deal on the Safeway app.
Do you only go to Safeways, or do you go to Kroger's? Or Ralph's?
I generally go to Safeway because, I don't know, something about Fred Meyer, like, I feel like I'm just spending more.
What's Fred Meyer?
Fred Meyer is the Pacific Northwest Kroger brand.
Same way Ralph's is the California. And then the East Coast is just Kroger.
Like it's Hardee's.
Right. And Carl's Jr.
Why didn't the Hardy Boys ever team up with the Mr. Star?
I think there was a massive branding fight in the 1960s, and the fallout of which we are still feeling the reverberations from today when it comes to Hardee's, Carl's Jr., that sort of thing. It was bad. People died. Hardee's converted to Carl's Jr. I mean, it was just there was a lot of Chinese people involved for some reason. I don't really know what that was about.
There are a lot of them.
That's a good point. And I don't know what any of them are saying. Apparently, the Han Chinese is the largest single genetic ethnicity in the world. Just Han Chinese people. There's over 1 billion of them.
Keep fucking Han Chinese people. You don't have to be solo.
There is the one child. I was going to say No Child Left Behind, but that was a failed American attempt at changing education in the United States. The one child policy in China is very Han Solo in that sense.
Didn't they repeal that?
I guess they did, in which case I heard that China might be inflating the numbers. Like, they might be lying about how many people they actually have in China.
No way. China lying about numbers?
Even if the numbers aren't what they say they are, they're still more than literally every other country other than India. I read that India has more children under the age of 5 than the United States has people.
Damn. That's a lot of baby formula, Ben. That's probably a problem.
That's a huge problem. That is an enormous amount of people under the age of 5. That's a massive workforce that's about to explode in India and everywhere else in the world. That's the thing about making that many people is they just go elsewhere and they do things better than the natives.
Hell yeah. I'm here for replacement theory.
I'm down to be replaced.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I've had my time in the sun. And it burnt me.
I have had opportunities and I have squandered all of them. Let's find people who were actually a little hungry, a little like, yeah, I want that, as opposed to like, I could have that, but nah, I'm just going to think about doing stand-up for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's get rid of all the Americans in America and just replace them with people from India. We'd have a much more productive society.
All of us can go.
We go to Canada.
India. Oh, yeah, I guess.
There's a lot of space in Canada. We'll just freeze our asses off, Great White North. And then all the Indians are in America, and now they're the American...
Call them Indians.
Exactly, they're the American Indians.
The 70-year-olds can finally be correct.
Right, I'm going to edit that out.
You're going to edit a lot of this out. Do you think any white people did that before they met the first peoples?
Well, Native Americans aren't the first peoples. There were people around long before them. Just not in America.
They weren't people. They were like fucking nerds. Nerd-anderthals.
Nerd-anderthals. I do look at some of my Eastern European neighbors and wonder if I am looking at proto-humans. You know, like, is this what we looked like before we fully evolved? That's a horrible thing for me to say. With these big brow ridges and frowny faces. Jesus Christ. It's like, am I looking at ancient human alive in front of me right now? No, I have some very nice Russian neighbors. I have my neighbors are either gay or Russian, and there's no overlap.
I was going to ask if there were any Grecians.
Nope. Those don't exist.
Grecians?
Not here.
No, that doesn't work.
Grecians.
Yeah, the Greek.
They're just Greeks. That's what a gay Russian is a Grecian.
Yeah. Look, when the Greeks started getting off the island, they split. Gays went west. The Russian sect went east.
The Athenians became gay, and the Spartans became Russian.
The Grees and the Reeks.
Your hat, man. I know I keep harping on it, but look, it barely fits on your head. It's like, it's too tight on your...
Yeah, it's not. It's perfect. Dude, I have a tiny head. Here, I can do one side.
That looks more epic. That looks more epic than the... You look like you're going on a safari.
One of the best lines in all of cinema. Safari, motherfucker.
What's that from?
You know who says that?
No.
Robin Williams in Death to Smoochie.
I feel like that's one of those movies that Robin Williams probably would prefer that he not made.
I don't think so. I think he's proud of everything he did.
He's probably not proud of killing himself.
He didn't put it on film, I guess.
That's true. Whereas, Bud Dwyer, he was proud of what he did. Don't look that up. How did Robin Williams kill himself? I hope he did it at least in a funny way.
Slipped on banana peel. Off a cliff.
Yeah. Oh man, I have dementia. It sure would be a shame if there was a banana peel right in front of me that I slipped and died on. Right off a cliff. You know, there are enough people on this planet that there will eventually come a time when someone slips on a banana peel and falls off the Grand Canyon as a result. That is an inevitability as long as the human species continues on. That will happen the same way. If you have a billion monkeys on typewriters, eventually they'll write a play about Shakespeare. That's what I said, about
Yeah.
Shakespeare. They won't do any plays by Shakespeare, but they will write a play about Shakespeare, and it'll be called The Banana Peel by William Shakespeare, about William Shakespeare slipping on a banana peel. William Shakespeare slipping on a banana peel.
Girl, you be slipping all the damn time, bitch.
That was another episode of This Is Unusable. That was unbeusable.
Unbluesable. The Avatar story.
Do the avatars have large penises, do you think? Or no, it is that they just twirl their hair together, right? It'd be funny if they had to animate like all the avatars' junk. They must have thought about that. We can't be animating floppy avatar penises all the time, especially since they barely wear anything.
Yeah, they have to they tie it to their inner thigh. How do we segue? Yeah.
Oh, there's no point in segueing any of this shit. How do we segue? Get your priorities in order, man. This has to be worth making before we can even think about segues.
It's unusable.
Oh, dude, that was unusable. I'm Ben Steinberg.
Galfling.
Huh?
Galfling.
Galfling?
Galfling.